start out with, here we started the trip we made to Kentucky on a horse was two Tennessee walking horses, the gaited horses. And we'd thought about this I actually drove down there one time to see where we would spend the night. So we'd try to judge our distance there where we'd be. And every time that we stopped, did we stop where we thought we would? At no time. And we never did. But anyway, we done had an idea where we was going, so we had one night was with my cousin and stayed all night at her house. And that's the only time we got to shower while we was out there on the trip down there. We had plenty of food. Actually, one of our horses wouldn't even eat the food, but we bought her the elevator down at the feed store, rather, and he wouldn't even eat it. So we seen then we was overfeeding that horse. So we just, when they stopped, we did, and that's where they ate. But you often wonder when they go travel like that, where do they haul their food at? Well, you can't carry very much, for you'd have a bigger load of hay than you would corn, or whatever. And we just fed what we did, pastured or not pastured. One of the last places we stayed was at a motel. We slept in a motel, and they tried to say, "Well, you turn that horse loose out there in the yard, rather. They hope it eats it all. We ain't had nobody mowing the grass, so we kept the horses out there. They ate better than we did. But Mount Vernon, Indiana, was the closest first place we spent the night. We'd thought quite a bit about how we're going to spend the night where we're at, and we did. Nothing happened exactly like we'd planned it. So we just went with the flow. But the funniest thing was that on that frog, though, that I was trying to decide if the snakes went to sleep at night or not, or what they done during the rain. And that rain, when it come that little shower of rain, we grabbed up our or cot rather, and headed to the overhead bridge down there, and it was they had a big Bedford stone and laid all over that out there, and it wasn't sleeping very good. Wasn't sleeping at all good. And I wasn't that sleepy, and when that thing got on, that frog jumped out there on there, so we thought it was a snake. But it jumped out there, and they was all over the place back then, though. This ain't been that long ago, but right now I don't think you don't see any frogs alongside of the road. We've seen birds and game birds. It's mainly what we've seen along the side of the highway. It's where something had hit. But there was the game birds. Pheasants, mostly. A few of them. But, it was a long trip. It was, hind end got awful sore before you got that far. When each year, they call it decoration. That's when I think you're a little bit acquainted with that, but back years ago they started on a decoration is decorate the grave, like the 30th of May. Well, they had the decoration didn't happen every year like they do. They had one Sunday, your church, where you go to church, they'd have a decoration on that Sunday. Over here across the hill somewhere else, they'd have another one. Just all small graveyards had different date for the different Sunday for their decoration. And they were scattered all the way from, I don't know how far they did, but every Sunday they'd have a different one, different distance. And that one down there, this happened to be Clifton, Cheney Graveyard. And we said, well, we'll ride it down there to show up at the graveyard at Decoration Day. And that was our goal, was to be there we allowed it more days than that, but we should have, if we'd done it again, we'd allowed a little more time. It was trying to rush it too fast. We never did ride the horses rough or hard. It was just mostly a walk. It was an experiment. The one I rode was 2-year-old, and we switched it when we got to Madison. And it was and the good thing we did though, for his horse got sick, and was actually, after we brought it back home, it was sick all right, but it got a rope burn on its foot, but that wasn't the reason it got sick. It had a cold or something. I don't remember what it was now. Anyway, we had to take it to the vet. And I got another horse when we switched horses at Madison. Got two horses back and got 2 more, and that's the reason. But neither horse was because that they was wore out or anything. It just caused it's not that, wasn't that big a deal, riding on. I've rode horses that much before, but not all in one lick. We'd rode. As a matter of fact, when we was kids, everybody was a cowboy just about. It was all farmers, My mom got a good horseback rider. Some man was.